I will admit that I am somewhat disappointed by this. Yeah, no, I'm not wearing that. I just spent 30,000 gold on it. I'm not wearing this. It's soft. I know it's plusher than the one you're used to, but if you lay on it, it will flatten. Now she's staring at me. I think last time was more real life. You know what? Fair. No fucking swearing in my Christian comic live stream. Don't fucking swear. Jesus is watching. Chilling and like talking, and all of a sudden like I see a little tarantula, because they get them in Texas. I've seen tarantulas just like on my front porch before. They're like chill, but like don't mess with them. And then I see this wasp the size of like as long as my index finger just attack the thing and then drag its corpse away. And I said, "Excuse me, relatives, what in God's name was that terrifying creature?" And they said, "Oh, that's a tarantula hawk." And I said, "What?" And they said, "Yeah, it's a tarantula hawk. They're these big-ass bugs, and they eat tarantulas. They live around here." And I'm like, why? If they live here, why do you live here? Because that's horrifying. Yeah, it was fun.
What this is saying then is...
Sarah's correction. Listen, yes. Listen, I'm shy, and also it was super fucking crowded. Now, it being super fucking crowded did not stop me from taking a picture of the really hot Godot cosplayer who was there. Did I say hot? I meant cute. I mean, fuck, shit, anyway. Shit. They forego historical accuracy and aim right for sexiness. Well, they succeeded! Stop being a racist so I can love you! God damn it! I need my reverse harem of beautiful British men! God, fuck! I had no idea I'd been photographed. It was careless of me. Oh, so you didn't pose for this shot? The camera just turned on by itself. I'm not a model. Here?
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must.
I thought this was gonna be a silly, jokey, fun game.
Maybe this time.
Hello?
And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I...
Blaze it. Wait. It needs something special. Needs a little something. Blaze it! Aha! Welcome home, Blaze it. It's a weed joke, get it? Get it? It's a weed joke. Does Blaze it? Aha! Sound good? Yes. Now Blaze it. Destroy your family! Just real quick. Get like a VPN. With NordVPN, you can stop hackers from accessing your eyeball data. I'm not being sponsored, but that would be fucking hilarious, right? Look at this is the fucking 1,000-yard stare. He has seen some things. Ugh. My God, look at him. My God, look at him. Here. What if we just... Oh God, he's terrified. Oh no, this little baby, he's seen too much. He's seen too much. He has seen Castoff spoilers, you're right! He's seen what happens in chapter 13, and he's like, oh God. Oh no. He has seen what happens. He's like, oh no. Order! How does the prosecution stand, Lord Van Zeeks? Sluttily, Your Honor. I went to Starbucks when I was at the airport just to, like, get myself a Frappuccino. It was like, you know what? I'm stuck in this airport for, like, 3 more hours. I'm gonna get myself a heckin' drink, and it's gonna be nice. And I'm gonna tell the Starbucks cashier that my name is Star, because that's a shape and it's easy to spell. And they put my name down as Store! My name is Store now! S-T-O-R-E! How could you fuck up Star? It's 4 letters and it's a shape! Ugh. Ah, yes, look at these motherfuckers. Oh, yes, hello, sir. Would you like a delicious hors d'oeuvre? Take that munchie. Ah, yeah. Hello, everybody. Hello. You guys hear me okay? We all good? We all Yankee? We all okie dokie? I'm adjusting the mic real quick. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, I'm very zoomed out. Nyahar. Hi, everybody. Hi, chat. What the heck is going on? Sorry, I'm just trying to get the mic position just perfect, but it keeps like spinning away from me, and I'm like, excuse you, microphone. Excuse you. Oh, heck! Discord Noise, thank you for the Prime sub! You doing good? I'm doing good, thank you. Welcome back, everybody. It's time for our usual Monday art stream. We're drawing Castoff pages. Let's go. Island Punch content today? I don't know. Do you call it content when they're standing next to each other and having a conversation? If that qualifies as Island Punch content to you, then sure. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing? How we doing? We're drawing today. We shipping in here today? Oh yeah? FedEx or UPS or USPS? Which one? How are you shipping? Diet Island Punch? Yeah, kinda. Yeah, we are doing our usual Monday stream content, which is Star works on comic pages. We're inking. Hope you guys had a nice Monday. Content time, exactly. Yeah, I sketched these pages this very morning, so they are fresh, hot off the presses. Hot off the comic presses. Me, webtoon shipping comments are so annoying. Also me, oh my god, Island Punch! Yeah. You guys are insatiable, I can't believe it. Also, the usual Monday stream agenda. Star yells about something chat goads are into for content. Oh yeah, you know what? We've been streaming for what, like 3 whole minutes, and I haven't done this yet, so here's a reminder to go watch our D&D show! Jay, it's like you wanted me to do it. It's like you wanted me to do it. Oh god damn it, the link is broken! No! I tweaked it a little bit with like a reminder to follow Jay, and it got too long, and now the link's broken. Fuck. I gotta fix that. I gotta fix that real quick. Jeff Anime, thank you for the raid. Welcome. Also, I missed it because I was still setting up, but 404 SNF, thank you also for the raid. I appreciate it. Welcome, everybody. I'm not sure how many y'all are still here because you raided me when I was in my welcome stream, but thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, let me fix that D&D command real quick. And just cut off a little bit. There, shorter version of that command. Alrighty, cool. I always suffer with freaking YouTube message character limits. I suffer. I always forget that YouTube has a character limit for chat messages. But anyway, yes, watch our D&D show, What's Left of Us. Jay loves it when I shill for our D&D show, What's Left of Us. And you should totally go watch it and also subscribe to Jay so that we can eventually monetize the episodes and pay for things that we need to keep streaming. Let's go! We wish to be successful, we desperately need a producer. Listen, I have kind of sort of taken on the sort of kind of role of producer, in that I just do some of the stuff because I have the chronic ADHD brain, and sometimes when it's in my head, I'm just like, I'll just do it right now, and then I can stop worrying about making other people do it. But you work so hard. Yeah, well, the stuff I do for the D&D show is like, make the placeholder episode for the next session. Update the card website. It takes like 2 minutes, and it gives me a break from it. It allows me to procrastinate on whatever I was doing. I like doing small tasks that help with productivity, because it makes me feel productive even if I only spend like 5 minutes on a thing. Like, ah, yes, good. Did I miss bullying Jay? Yeah. We bullied Jay for a minute. It's fine, you can still bully Jay now. Jay is always able to be bullied. In fact, we encourage it quite frequently. Listen, why would you bully me, the streamer, when you can bully the J-Corn? I love how I think it was the last D&D stream or the one before that where we were talking about like how we all kind of joined. It was just like, yeah, you know, Jay was saying, it's like, yeah, I just found a lot of content creators that I liked and I messaged them, you know, just shoot your shot and maybe sometimes they'll be willing to join a D&D campaign with you. And then and now look at us. Yeah. Last night we were on Discord and Star and my wife and Jinx and Zoe all had a convo about how easy it is to bully me. Do you regret inviting me to the D&D campaign yet, Jay? Do you regret it? Do you regret it? I determined last night that I could totally kick Jay's ass. I forget the exact context. But he's like, listen, he might have like half a foot on me in height, but I'm ornery as hell and I can digest milk and I can see color. So I think I could take him in a fight. Jay has swords. Yeah, well, I'm from Texas. And I can digest milk. Yeah, I can. I just had a glass of milk earlier today. It was delicious. Also, I am well known for like jumping into dogfights and just, what was the other thing I was saying last night? I mean, I fucking got stabbed once and I was fine, so I don't think Jay with a sword is really a threat to me. I have a whole video about it. I've been told by many strangers that I am very intimidating. That's another thing. Think bouncy castles are scarier than Jay? Probably. That video was how I found your channel because it came up on my For You page and I went, I have several questions. Were your questions answered? I did try to answer potential questions in that video about, you know, the one where I got stabbed. Oh yeah, I have a cool new thing now that I can use. If you do exclamation point video on the stream, it brings up my most recent YouTube video. It's very neat. And it like automatically changes the title and the link. It's very handy. There likes to stab me emotionally. Oh, Dawn, it's not just you. It's everyone who reads my comic. Silly. AKA me thinking about some of the stuff that happens in the next few chapters. Oh boy, I'm so excited. The Castoff fandom is collectively that gif that's just like, haha, I'm in danger. That's you guys. The coloring tutorial link works too. Yeah, I finally got it fixed. I figured out what the problem was. I made the command exclamation point coloring and not color. And I think last time we were just like doing just exclamation point color and that's why it wasn't working. But I fixed it. I fixed it today because I was fucking around with my commands. Fixed it. Listen, Jay, one of these days I'll have a special little color command just for you, where it'll be like, hey, watch Star's coloring tutorial. Also, why do you spell like a Canadian? Go watch Star play D&D on Jay's channel? Yes, exactly. Go subscribe to our Dear DM, The J Corn on YouTube, so that we can eventually monetize our D&D episodes and pay for things like an editor to make YouTube shorts and things. So that I don't have to do it, because I don't have time. I actually do kind of want to hire somebody to make, like, stream clips for me. But I don't, like, super have a whole ton of money laying around for something like that, unfortunately. Avalanche of notifications. Gift. Did it happen again? Hee hee hee. You got a couple. Listen, I got Jay to 300 subscribers on the last Monday stream. I believe we can get him even more today. Make stream clips. Yeah, you know, for like TikTok and Instagram Reels, mostly YouTube Shorts, but yeah. Because like I was doing them by myself for a while and I enjoy editing them, but it takes a lot of time that I don't super have like time is a very limited resource for me these days. Oh, so I have some exciting news for you guys. I have some exciting convention-related news for y'all. So I applied for Rose City Comic Con in Portland a couple months ago. And I'll be honest, I was not expecting to get in because I've applied to larger Comic Cons and they keep not letting me in. And I'm just like banging on the fence being like, let me in, let me in. And they don't let me in. But Rose City Comic Con finally said, yeah, you can come to this one. And I was like, fuck yeah! So guess who's going to be in Portland in September, peddling her wares? It's Yagoyle. And I was talking to my mom because I was nervous about going by myself. And whenever that happened, my mom comes with me to conventions sometimes. Especially if it's like a new city that I've never been and I don't have any friends who are going to accompany me to the convention. So I asked my mom came to Hallmat with me, and so I was like, hey mom, do you want to go to Portland in September? And we talked about it, and she was like, yeah, sure, why not? And I'm like, cool, I don't want to go by myself. I had a point. Oh yeah, and so because that con is so focused on like comics and things, I thought it would be really neat to try and have at least like, I'm not sure if I can have the Kickstarter all said and done by that point, but if I get the revisions finished before then, I could reasonably order a small run of Castoff books, like Volume 1 Castoff books, and debut it at that convention. That's in 6 months. I could potentially swing it. So, like, that's kind of the goal now. Originally, like, you're selling Castoff print books. I'm gonna have to make it a point to go to Portland and go, listen, I'll have them still in the future. That's my goal now. Like I said, I'm not sure if I can, like, have the books from the Kickstarter ready to go, because the printer I'm probably gonna go for, like, has, like, 6 to 8 weeks of lead time for shipping. And, like, running the Kickstarter and all that and getting all my shit together, that's gonna take a lot of time. But I can almost, if I buckle down and just, like, you know, get on my shit, I can probably just, like, order a small run of, like, 50 to 100 books, to just bring to this con and kind of debut unofficially there. And I really want it to happen. And I'm like, that would be very cool if I could, you know, do this thing that I'd been talking about. Because Rose City Comic Con is, I think, the biggest con that I have ever exhibited at. Because before I got accepted into this one, I did MomoCon every year, and MomoCon's like 30 to 50,000 people a year. Rose City Comic Con last year had like 70,000 apparently. And it's very focused on like comics specifically. And so I'm like, I need to have comics that I can sell at this con. Are you planning to reformat or redraw any of the pages? I'm definitely going to be doing, like, I call them Blu-ray edits. You know when an anime comes out and, like, the first batch of, the first version of the episodes is kind of, like, shitty, but then they go back and reanimate everything when they put the anime on Blu-ray? That's kind of what I'm going to do, is, like, I'm not going to be redrawing, like, full pages, but I'm definitely going to go in and, you know, like, tweak some of the character art, makes the colors a little nicer in certain areas, that kind of thing. Artist of Phantom Marine, just what you're planning on doing with her comic last weekend. Yeah, that's kind of what inspired me to try it. Because I'm like, debuting this at an actual show would be like, especially a show that's so comic focused, I think would be a good idea. I'm still definitely, like, you know, planning on running the Kickstarter. I just, timing TBD, you know? Because right now my higher priority is getting the, how to webcomic book revisions finished so that I can, do the Kickstarter for the reprint of those books. Because I'm running real low. Got a friend that lives in Seattle. I should hitchhike across the continent to make it there. Well, Seattle's like an entire state away, so it's not exactly the closest, but... I would not complain about getting to meet friends at a con. That would be very cool. The amount of jealousy I have towards the people who will actually have a physical copy of Castoff before me will actually drive me crazy. Well, Dawn, don't go doing anything crazy now. The con is 6 months away, and I'm not 100% sure that I'll have them by then. I mean, I super duper have a goal of doing that, but it's in 6 months. I live in a province that is the size of 1 million US states, he says to the Texan. You can drive for 8 hours and still be in Texas. Texas is fuck huge. Texas is still baby. What province do you live in again, Jay? If you don't mind doxing yourself on the internet. I'm looking this shit up. Oh, boo. I looked it up. Ontario is 1.15 times as big as Texas. Holy shit. That's fucking huge. Okay, but now how much of that is actually populated? Because I know that like some of the Canadian provinces, they have like a shit ton of stuff just up north when no one fucking lives there. Although, I suppose Texas is kind of the same. We've got like 4 major cities and then miles and miles and miles of literally fucking nothing. Except like farms and shit. %, live within 100 miles of the border, yeah. It's all along the border. Yeah, that's what happens when you live so far north. Canadians are like, I want to be cold, but not that cold. Not that cold. I want to go to Canada eventually, though, someday. Someday, eventually. I know there's cons in Canada. There's like comic conventions and like small press expos that I want to go to eventually. But, you know, I need books first. Huh. There's, like, VanCaf and TCAF and, like, all those, like, Canadian comic shows I want to... Oh, one of these freaking days, I'll do one of those, but... Once I actually get the Castoff books in print, there is nothing stopping me. There is nothing stopping me. Avoid anything in Toronto. Save yourself. What's wrong with Toronto? What happens in Toronto? Jay's got a grudge against Toronto, apparently. I legit don't know. It's all Canada to me. Star your Texan, you would immediately get frostbite. No, listen, I would. But if I go during, like, the summer, when it's, like, warmer... Listen, you're talking to a person who wears a light jacket in 60-degree weather. I don't want to go to Canada during the winter. I would die. I would step off the plane and die immediately. Toronto was designed by the same demons from Hellraiser, so it's not even fun to walk around in. Ugh, the Toronto demons, I see. I understand. I don't. It's so hot. I can handle hot. I live in Texas. Like, hot means nothing to me. It's the cold that I hate. I come to Canada during the winter, and it's gonna be... I'm gonna be like that kid from Christmas Vacation who puts on the big coat and then can't move his arms and starts crying. That's gonna be me. 50 degrees C? Listen, we've had some brutal summers here in Texas. I can fucking handle it, aight? That's Christmas Story? What did I say? You said Christmas Vacation? Oops. Listen, they both have the word Christmas in them. It's fine. Royal Balloon Bot, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream squad. $5 crisp to turn the hydrates back on. Listen, I've come to the conclusion that maybe I just take a sip of water when I'm thirsty. Tasty. Blasphemy? Nah. Hydrate or dehydrate? Listen, I will hydrate when I think it is appropriate for me. No, it's a horrible thing you've ever said. I'm practicing self-care. Self-care is I decide when I sip water. You know, right, any of the redeems could be potentially weaponized in the same manner. Yes, but listen, the same rule applies. You abuse it, and I take it away, like a child getting his toy taken away. Your threats fall on deaf ears, friends. Sure, you could use any of the other commands, but they're all more expensive, channel point-wise. And if you abuse it, I'm just going to take it away. I hold the power here. I think you guys, I think you need to remember whose stream this is. It's mine. We gotta cobble together a hydrate redeem from the one she lets us have, like carving a shiv from a toothbrush. Oh no, Dawn activating 100 stretch breaks all at once? Oh no, whatever can I do about that? What if I just do this? What if I just do this? Anyway, it's time we need to take a stretch break while we process what just happened, everybody. How long do you think it's gonna take them to realize what I did? Ah, yes, let's de-shrimp our spines, everybody. We're gonna stretch. You're gonna stick your hands in the air. Ah, so nice. I'm feeling so emotionally at peace right now. I'm just saying. You all thought you were in control? No. Again, you all need to remember whose stream this is. I have the power here. Do you understand me? Anyway, how's YouTube chat doing? YouTube chat's having a totally normal one. Twitch chats, I'm just destroying everybody emotionally. Good. She's becoming self-aware. I've always been self-aware. I'm just learning how to set boundaries. It's very healthy for me. You know what else is healthy? Drinking water whenever the fuck I want. Tasty water. Tasty water. How am I supposed to play Sholmes' viola recital now? Should have thought about that, didn't ya? Should have thought about that before you went and spammed the commands, didn't ya? Should have thought about that in advance. These are the punishments for your actions. The consequences. There are consequences! If you guys are very nice and you behave, I will turn them on at the end of stream, alright? Listen, if nothing else, this is like mentally preparing you guys if I ever just like fully leave Twitch and just do YouTube. Because YouTube doesn't have redeems. See, if I was a more traditional VTuber, people would be clipping that and being like, oh man, Star's got like Dom energy. And I'm like, no, it's called setting a boundary. And she's Louise. If I was a famous VTuber, people would be like, oh my god. They'd like put the thumbnail as like me looking down on chat with like this evil grin. And they'd put like big Dom energy in the thumbnail. Total fucking clickbait. Just because I grounded chat. Star's fame is getting to her head. Yeah, you guys aren't helping. You're not helping me stay humble. How one VTuber abuses her chat, and they fucking hate it. How will you remember to save if we can't redeem the channel points? You know, just remembering to save when I remember to save. Like I do when I'm not streaming. I wonder if turning off channel points is gonna kill all the channel points that everyone saved up. I don't think it would do that, but what if it does? Everyone starts back from 0 channel points. Y'all would never let me live that down. It seems like it would be a silly thing, that it just like completely resets it if you turn it off temporarily. What if you killed all 150,000 of my channel points? Punishment for misusing them. That's all I can say. Little known fact, Star arts outside of stream too. Yeah, I do. Can you imagine? Drawing art when no one's watching? My god, who the fuck would do that? Not me. Chat has mercilessly teamed you on several occasions, which is why I also assume at some point there will be a counterattack. Yeah, this is my counterattack. It's you're grounded. Chat's grounded. Grounded for channel point crimes. Yup. Yup. That's what happens. That's what happens. Where's my channel points? Good question. Dawn, you want to answer that question? You want to answer where the channel points went? Stream chat in general? You want to answer where the channel points went? Short answer is stream chat's grounded. Dawn tried to lead a rebellion, and it was mercilessly quashed by the ruling party, aka me. Evil dictator Star punishing innocents. They are absolutely not innocents. I still have all of the messages in my activity feed saying that both Dawn and Seven were freaking firing off channel point redeems as fast as possible, and I said no, and I just turned them all off entirely. That's what happens. My powers do not go that far? No, they fucking don't. Your power is not exhaustive. You may be a mod, but I control the narrative here. And by the narrative, I mean the channel points. I'm going mad with power. Literally 1984. It's 2023. Get it right. God. Listen, I am just trying to draw my silly little guys. And sometimes when y'all spam channel points, it gets too distracting. I'm just out here taking care of myself, you see. The First Amendment protects you from the government, not from Star, exactly. Listen, if you guys take it too far, I'm just gonna use it for content. You're doing nothing but helping my regime with your rebellion. The 69th Amendment, nice. Slay, girl, that's all I'll say. Oh my god, slay. What are channel points exactly? It's something that folks on Twitch get when they watch my stream. They accumulate like channel points, and then they can spend those points on things like sound alerts and little like redeems in chat. It doesn't really do anything, but people have fun with it. And my chat loves to abuse them, and they need to learn their place. This is my villain arc. I know I had a villain arc a couple months ago, now I'm doing another one. Anyway, so in case you guys missed it, I have a new YouTube video out today. If you do !video, it'll bring up the link in chat. Just stumbled across the stream, quite curious on this webcomic. Well, yeah, Stream Elements has got you covered there. It'll tell you all what it's all about. Hoping to have a print version out sometime this year, and as I say that, I am locked into just fear. Just fear. I have printing-related PTSD. That's taking it too far, but I am just, like, eternally nervous about printing stuff. I always worry that, like, my art's not gonna look good in print. Because I had, like, my very first attempt to print something just was totally botched. How to Webcomic went so well. It did! But see, the thing about How to Webcomic is it used very limited colors. And Castoff loves to use, like, purples and, like, bright reds and, like, all these other freaking colors that are notoriously difficult to print. I would look amazing in print. I do appreciate it. I just, like, it's not the art, it's, like, the process of printing scares me. And, like, figuring out art and things like that. Oh, they found the super chats, everybody. They found... You know what? If this is the trend we're starting, where you guys pay me money to hydrate, then sure, I'll take it. Here, a sip for you. Oh, and look, my super chat alerts work! I did it! I fixed it! Woo! I won't go that far that I'll pay money for it. Yeah, it'll cut down on 90% of the frivolous redeems. Thank you for the super chat. Check the Clips channel on Discord. Oh, what did you guys do? What the fuck did you guys do? Star has dumb energy, not clickbait. I hate this. Delete this. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious. You guys are silly. You guys are silly. Castoff hardcover print Kickstarter when? Hopefully sometime this year. I've actually been debating if I want to do hardcovers as well. Because, like, okay, my options are softcover only. Option A. Option B is hardcover only. Either of those options would be easier, but hardcover, of course, is going to be cheaper, or, more expensive. Paperback only is going to be more expensive. Keep saying the opposite. Paperback only would be cheaper, hardback only would be more expensive, but also, like, a little bit nicer in the presentation. Is this Homestuck music? I've never read Homestuck, it just came up and I thought it was a cool instrumental track. Oops! But yeah, I could do hardcover, leather-bound Castoff. Oh gosh, that's a little bit too much. But yeah, the third option is I do a run of both, and I do like a limited edition hardcover along with the soft covers. But that feels like it's just gonna have like so many more logistics that I have to worry about. And I'm afraid. Love it, but it would be so hard to do. Yeah, it's like, how would you even design a cover for that? How can I put my little guys on like a leather-bound book? Can you print on leather-bound? I don't freaking know. I don't know shit. I don't know shit. The run of both sounds neat, but also see the issues there. Yeah. If I did do a hardcover, it would probably end up being limited edition. Where it's like, I print a limited number of the hardcovers, and once they're gone until I maybe eventually do a reprint. But like the paperback would be the main version. When you print it, how much would you print? Volume 1, I decided a long time ago, is gonna be the prologue and the first 4 chapters. So pretty much like everything up until the gang meets Frankie and like that chapter ends. Everything chapter 5 and onward would be volume 2. So I think volume 2 is going to be chapters like 5 through 9, 5 through 8, or 5 through 9. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't decided for volume 2 yet, but I got time to figure it out. you know what? I could probably make, like, hardcover versions, like a stretch goal, where, you know, on Kickstarters, they'll do, like, the main goal is to fund this, but if we do XYZ thing, if we make, like, more than expected, as a stretch goal, we unlock new rewards. I could probably do, like, a limited edition hardcover as a stretch goal, if we make just, like, an obscene amount of money from it. We shall see. 5 through 9 would mean ending with a great cliffhanger, but it would also end up quite a bit longer than Volume 1, I think. Yeah. So Volume 1 would be about, like, 230-ish pages. And 5, 6, 7, and 8. Those all together, I think each one is about, like, 60-something pages. I don't know. I'd have to, like, look up the actual page numbers and, you know, do math. Math. It would be a dream to own that, and any comics to own webbed comics physically. Yeah. It's like, I've wanted to do it since day one. It was just, stuff kept happening that made me want to delay it. Because, like, COVID happened, and there was, like, the paper shortage, and that's still kind of happening, and now there's just, like, all kinds of logistic stuff I gotta deal with, but I don't want to procrastinate on it forever, you know? I've gotten, like, so many comments from people being like, when are you printing this? Are you ever gonna print this? And it's like, I want to, and there's obviously demand for it because people keep asking me. It's just, yeah. Book 1 with the prologue through the end of chapter 4 would be 197 pages. Oh, yeah, so I am gonna be including, I was like, well, that's less than the, like, working file that I put together in InDesign, but then I realized, oh yeah, I'm gonna turn a lot of those pages there's gonna be a lot of extra pages in terms of, like, I'm turning a lot of things into full page spreads. Like, there's gonna be a full page spread for the start of each chapter. That big page in the prologue is gonna end up being a 2-page spread. I'm doing a lot of those. So I believe, like, the InDesign file that I have working right now is about 130 pages, or 230. And then I might add some bonus stuff in there too. Like, there's part of me that wants to go back and just, like, make little, like, world building snippets. Stuff that would, like, come up in the comic eventually, but would be nice to, like, you know, just for funsies, include it as, like, a little document in the book. Be like, here's how the magic gem grading system works. Which is something that's gonna get covered before too long. It's one of those things where it's like, I probably should have covered this a lot earlier, but you can honestly glean a lot of it just from, like, reading the comic and picking up on the hints. It's been hinted about a lot. It will be getting more of it. Here's how the world's ass became flat. Get out. Get out. Be gone. I'm catching up on Castoff and it's really good so far. Oh, thank you! I'm glad you like it. Can't wait for chapter 11 to finish. It'll be gratifying to read it all the way through. Yeah, there's a lot of info that's getting dropped in chapter 11. And there's part of me that wishes I had dropped some of it sooner, but a lot of it, like the world building details, just like weren't super like need to know until now. It's just like world building details, and I don't like having to exposit a shit ton of information unless it's absolutely necessary. Maybe that's just me, but I prefer naturalistic world building that can just kind of come out as it's needed. You don't need to know every single thing about a world right up front. All the Ariana backstory teasers this chapter have been so good. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. Her backstory reveal is going to be a little... To quote... to use a quote, the Ariana Zara backstory thing, it's gonna... It's gonna happen. It's happening slowly right now. You know, we're divvying stuff out. But the Ariana Zara backstory it's gonna happen slowly, and then it's gonna hit you all at once. If we can put it that way. If I can make a fucking John Green reference in the year of our Lord 2023. But yeah, this chapter has had I've had a lot of fun. Just hinting shit. And there's gonna be more hints and shit before we get to arguably what's going to end up being my favorite part of this chapter, which is coming up relatively soon. What do you guys think's gonna happen? What do you guys think's gonna happen in this chapter? What do you think is gonna happen in this chapter? Does it have dust? I mean, I don't know what that means, but maybe. Sure. Ariana panic attack. I think Ari will see Zara calling it right now. Interesting. Ho ho ho. Tee hee hee. Ha ha ha. Hee hee hee. Someone's gonna die calling it. Oh ho ho. Hee hee hee. I'm not gonna answer shit. I'm just gonna sit here and giggle and read theories. Oh ho ho. I think someone's gonna get hostage kidnapped by Zara. Oh, maybe. If you're on the Patreon, you know whether or not there is dust. Yeah, join my Patreon. Get to read Castoff pages like a month early. Because, okay, you guys, here's the thing. Serious business talk. Is that, joining my Patreon for as little as $5 a month. That's what, like a mediocre sandwich every month? You get to see Castoff pages, like, super duper early, almost as soon as I finish them. Like this page, this page that I'm drawing right now will be up next Friday for patrons. But main folks on the website won't get to read it for like 2 months. It's gonna be a while. Literally on the Patreon looking for the super secret store for stickers. If you go to like any of the mail club announcements, there's a link to the super secret shop. Actually, like the pinned post on my Patreon has a link to like the secret shop with all the passwords and stuff in it, so you should be able to find it there. Would love to see more of your art. Well, I appreciate it if you ever can, but also I never want someone to join if they can't afford it. Take care of yourself first. That's the rule for the Patreon. I super duper appreciate every single person who joins my Patreon, but I would never want you guys to do it in lieu of taking care of yourself and your own needs. Take care of yourself first. And if you want to join the Patreon and you have the money to do so, then I would super duper appreciate it. Take care. You should be your priority, you know? Jay, that's the opposite of bullying, Star. Well, then I'm not bullying Jay because I'm supporting him by telling people to follow him on YouTube. By the way, follow our DM Jcorn on YouTube and support our D&D show that we make. If you want to see me play a D&D character who's basically Ariana getting fused with her dead brother, you should totally watch our D&D show What's Left of Us. I play Emery Black, the grumpiest tiefling you've ever fucking seen. And she's having a little bit of a mental breakdown right now, so that's fun. Everybody loves a mental breakdown. Tee hee 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 hee. Ariana has a Deborah. That's not spoilers, Badu. That got revealed months ago, years ago. That revealed in chapter 9! What are you doing? That is not a spoiler! That is like the opposite of a spoiler. That was 2 chapters ago! Supporting our YouTube/coffee also supports Star, so she's bullying herself. Exactly! Exactly. Oh my god, Rory has a lightsaber! Holy shit! Next you're gonna tell me that Frankie is a robot or something? Well. Well, actually. I don't know how to tell you this, Badu, but, here's the thing about that. Next, you're gonna tell me the Vector can teleport. Well, here's the thing about that, Dawn. Here's the thing. Here, is me talking this close to the mic doing it for anybody? Is this ASMR? Does this count as ASMR? Do I have to whisper for ASMR? Here's the thing about that. You guys want Castoff spoilers if I whisper them like ASMR? Yeah, ASM star. Frankie's a robot. Ariana has a dead brother. Hashtag purple confirmed. There's part of me that wants to make an emoji that's just like purple confirmed, but it's like 4 separate emojis, so it's like purple confirmed on the Discord so people can like do it really big. I want to do it, I just don't have time. Somebody else make it. Somebody else make it, and then one of the mods can add it as an emote. I don't have time, but somebody make that, please. Yeah, so here's the crunchy bit, you guys. Here's the thing that I've been struggling with and I haven't really talked about. Well, I guess I've talked about it. But here's the thing that I'm like kind of legitimately struggling with. And maybe I'm gonna rubber duck with my chat and maybe we'll figure out a solution together. Do you guys know what rubber ducking is? Like when a programmer just like talks to a rubber duck to try and work through problems in the code. You guys are my rubber duck now. You guys are my rubber duck now. So here's the thing. I super duper want the Castoff print version to happen. And it's gonna happen. The issue that I am currently struggling with is that it's gonna take a lot of time. And now everyone's quacking in the chat. Yes, good. I love the roleplay. You guys are getting really into your roleplaying and I do appreciate it. But yeah, like, so my thing is that I only have a limited amount of time to do stuff each week. I have spoons in too many pots, I suppose you could say. Because like between running my store and maintaining my social media and streaming 3 times a week and all the other stuff, you're gonna suggest dropping 1 page a week, right? Yeah, Dawn sees right the fuck through me, yeah. It's like, I don't want to slow down the comic because we're at such like a cool part of the plot that I just wanna get to cool stuff, you know? There's like so much cool stuff that's gonna be happening like very soon that I wanna get to. Like and I know you guys wanna get to it and I wanna get to it, so I don't want to slow down the comic. But it's gonna take a lot of work to like, my first priority is getting the How to Webcomic book finished. Cause once that's out of the way, that's gonna free up so much fucking time. Like once that's all said and done and the book edits are finished and I can start working on that Kickstarter and I can get all that stuff managed, that's gonna make my life so much easier to just have that project out of my fucking life, right? And then once that's finished, it's pretty much like hit the ground running on getting the print edits for the print version of Castoff done. And if I was able to drop the comic down to 1 a week, that would be like, that would free up like an entire day of my schedule every week, basically. Which would be, you know, extremely beneficial for like me being able to get all my shit done. But it's just, it's a combination of, A, I don't want to disappoint people because, like, the last time I had to drop the comic down, no one complained, but a lot of people were like, it's like, oh man, I can't wait till the comic goes back up to, like, its normal update schedule because I can't wait to find out what happens. And it's like, I don't want to slow down if I don't have to. And at the moment, it doesn't feel like I have to. But there's part of me that feels like I should, you know? You should probably get to a narratively satisfying part of the comic, IDK, after Vector dies. Then drop it down to 1 a week. It's like, that would be... Okay, so like the next narratively like... There was part of me that was considering going on like a brief hiatus, like an entire hiatus, and that would free up so much fucking time. And there is a point coming up where I could leave it on a cliffhanger that would kill everyone reading my webcomic. It would just like straight up, just all of you would die. You would simply perish. It's worse than the end of chapter 7, where, you know, the characters were drowning. It's the duality of, Star, take care of yourself and do what you think is best, but also, why would you do this cliffhanger to us? Listen, if I had just like a month of not updating the comic and I could just focus purely on getting the book edits finished, I could have it done in a month, probably. But that would mean you guys would be waiting for a month to find out what the fuck happens, and you guys would not enjoy that, I don't think. And I'm not in the business of torturing my readers with a lack of things. I want to torture them because there's too much of things. Too much emotions, specifically. Get emotional, nerds. I'd be sad, but with some of the other comics I read, a month is nothing. Yeah, it's like, it'd be maybe like a month. But my other thing is like, it also comes down to my YouTube, right? Because my YouTube has been driving so much traffic to the comic recently. Oh. Scarlet Song, thank you for the raid! Welcome, welcome, welcome! Oh my goodness, new people, everybody say hi to the raiders, welcome! Hi, my name is Star, I am an artist/VTuber, and I am currently drawing my webcomic Castoff. If you do !comic in the chat, it'll bring up a list of URLs and places you can read it. We're actually, we're talking about the comic right now. Oh, thank you for the shout out. Yes. Thank you for being on top of that. I always forget to do shout outs. Yeah, just so raiders know, I am streaming on both YouTube and Twitch, so you're not going to see YouTube comments in the chat, but you'll see them on the screen up above me. I actually came here right after watching your video. I had this exact same golden chain. It was so... Oh my god! Someone else who had the bullshit! Someone else who had that. Amazing. We need a support group. Support group for people who had weird mouth chains for a point in time. Yeah, we were actually just talking about the comic, because I'm debating on, like, either making it update less frequently for a little while, so that I can get revisions work done, so I can make the comic in print. Because, like, okay, here's the trade-off. Here's the trade-off, you guys. I could keep going with the comic at its usual update schedule, and might not have all the book revisions done for Rose City Comic Con. That would be a real consequence of that. I could drop down the I could slow the comic down to 1 update a week instead of 2. And that would probably last a couple of months. That would probably last until I got, like, the print edits all entirely finished and the Kickstarter started. Or I could just take a month with no updates, just get it all done, and then, like, we come back and it's business as usual immediately. That's kind of what I'm struggling with right now. Is like, which do I take? Star's art looks like fruit gummies. That's an interesting comparison, but I'll take it. Honestly fine with either. The 1 month hiatus does actually sound like it would work better. I think 1 month with no updates is better than 1 per week for multiple months. Yeah, because like that's kind of the trade-off, right? It's like, it'd be 1 a week for several months, probably like all the way until like midsummer, for me to like get all my shit together. Or I just take a month, maybe a month and a half off, and I just get all the shit done. I just do all of it. It's like ripping off a Band-Aid, right? That month hiatus with Brutal Cliffhanger do it. Well, here's the thing. The Brutal Cliffhanger wouldn't show up for a while. The Brutal Cliffhanger is not going to be for, like, another 15, 20 pages, probably. Do it all in one blow, make us suffer. Fine with any of the above as well. Big question is how much you'd want, like, the print version done for the con. I mean, I super want it done for the con. Because, like, not only is that just, like, a big deal, having a print version of my comic at, like, an actual Comic-Con where there's gonna be, you know, like, publishing comics professionals there would be cool. And, like, I have my How to Web comic book, but and I'm gonna sell that there. I'll definitely have that by then, but I really want my webcomic in print, gosh dang it. Gosh dang it. Never very invested in comics that only update once a week unless they're huge updates, but I'll come back to a comic after 1 month, no problem. I guess my other thing with doing a hiatus is, I was gonna set it up so that, I'm joining early access on Tapas, and so I wouldn't want to do a hiatus right after joining that. But I could probably... they said that they can launch just whenever I want. So I could probably talk to them and be like, hey, I need to take a hiatus so I can get print shit done. Can we delay joining the program and announcing it and all that shit until after the hiatus? I'll have to talk to them. They haven't responded to my Slack message yet, though. It's really amazing having the physical copies of something you've done too. I've done physical print books once, a small run, only 30, but it's amazing to have the book in your hands and go, whoa, yeah. I'm excited for when it actually happens, and, like, I probably will cry, like, straight up. Because, I mean, I've been working on this comic for almost 8 years, right? It'll be 8 years next month. April 17th is Castoff's anniversary. Building a hiatus in once or twice a year would be great for your mental health. I mean, I kind of do that already. Because, like, I usually take breaks between chapters. And so my last hiatus was, I think, last summer? And I took a break. I took a slowdown, like, not a full hiatus, but I did have a slowdown, I think, back in, like, November, December, because I was dying. Not, like, actually, but just too many cons. Too many conventions. We gonna do an anniversary event? I mean, that's what I usually do, right? Oh, God. I don't want to be on hiatus during the comic's anniversary, and that's next month. Oh, jeez. Ah, jeez. See, the timing is so tricky. Would Castoff hiatus also mean stream hiatus? Probably not, because I do work while I'm streaming. I just might stream less frequently because I won't have, like, stuff to work on every single stream. And also I'd probably want to focus. So it might just be like one stream a week and I'm just like playing a game or whatever. You can focus on the celebration and other. It's a great time for hiatus because you can focus on the celebration and other work. But are people gonna care if like the comic is not actively updating? Is the thing? Just go on comic hiatus, but spend some time on a big piece, maybe for Patreon-ers? I don't think peeps would think about it that much. You have fans that would murder for you? Well, don't do that. don't do that. Or at the very least, do not implicate me in your nonsense. Also, Growlbear, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream squad. Can you do like a mini reflection short form essayist piece, like a small video or something? I could do that. Alexis Hot SMH, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream squad. Stab someone to show your loyalty? Let's not. Because, okay, my thing is I usually run, like, an anniversary event in the spring, where I try to, like, drive new folks to join the Patreon, and I do, like, joining rewards, and I bring back the mail club stickers and prints for the previous year. And my main method of advertising that is yelling about it on days that the comic updates. Maybe a fan art contest? I usually do that. I wasn't, like, super planning on doing one this year, but maybe I should. Do a chapter review, sort of like that table talk section after our D&D game. Yeah. Could do a fan art contest. I wonder if maybe I combine it with, like, my various YouTube milestones that I have reached and then haven't been able to celebrate properly before I hit another milestone. I did have a couple of people suggest a Draw This In Your Style event. Badu, thank you for the resub, Prime sub. Here's a hydrate for you, you freaking nerd. I just worry about driving a bunch of traffic to the comic when it's not actively updating. That's my fear. That's my fear, I suppose. I fear losing relevancy. Or at least, like, not fully taking advantage of relevancy, I suppose. It's such a fucking influencer thing to say. It's like it's like running ads for a theme park when none of the roller coasters work. You know? It just doesn't feel like a good use of marketing, I guess. If she goes being an influencer, gonna shut up. Shut up. Influencing you to shut up. If someone was to start reading right now, how many chapters are there? 11 and a quarter, 11 and a third, 11 and a half? 11 and a half chapters. We're approaching 700 pages. think since you already have so much content to read, you can afford a break. I don't see the YouTube momentum anytime soon, so you're probably about as good to hiatus now as you are ever. Well, the YouTube, if I'm being honest, I don't want this to sound like I'm complaining, but the YouTube momentum has slowed pretty significantly over the last couple of weeks. I don't mind it. I'm cool with it. Cause, I mean, I gained 30,000 subscribers in 2 months. That's very fast. I did not expect that to last forever. But, like, the reel that was going viral has finally, like, kind of calmed down a little bit. And my stabbing video is still getting views, but not nearly as many as it was. So, like, the YouTube growth has already slowed a little bit. Again, I'm not, like, super worried about it, but... I was not expecting to, like, keep up that level of growth for forever, because that would be a ridiculous standard to set for myself. But yeah, I don't know. I worry about hiatuses. And I think it's a reasonable fear for a content creator to have. But I mean, it is a hiatus for a good cause, I guess? Bullying Star for her health. Sure, whatever you want to call it. According to earlier in this chat, bullying people for good isn't actually bullying, so I don't know. I'm not sure if that still holds up in court. But I mean, like, I think about other comic creators, and like Phantom Marine is a comic that I read, and that went on hiatus for like a month to finish their stuff. And a month doesn't feel like a terribly long time. Okay, so here's kind of what I'm thinking. Here's what I am kind of thinking right now. Here's what I'm kind of thinking. I'm thinking I hold off on the hiatus until the okay. Up to. This is too small. Too small. Okay, so we have March, April, May coming up on the months here. So March, this month, finishing how to webcomic revisions. And then in April, we do the Castoff anniversary event. And then it, like, after the anniversary event goes, like pretty much as soon as April is over, then in May, we do the hiatus for print prep. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now. So I spend the entire month of March finishing this. We can do Cast-Off Anniversary and then also how to webcomic. And also the How to Webcomic Kickstarter, which means that I am going to be very busy in April. But... when will the How to Webcomic Kickstarter actually be? It might bleed over into May, but like it'll be approximately around this time period. So that's what I'm thinking, because that way I can take advantage of all the marketing and the comic will still be running in April. And then pretty much as soon as the anniversary event is done, I disappear for the internet for a month. And then that'll give me time to, like... Because once I send off the books to be printed, it's going to take, like, 2 months for the How to Webcomic. So then... How to webcomic fulfillment probably won't start until July. Because it's going to take a lot of time for the books to ship. So then May, and then also by extension June, is print prep. Print prep. Someone clip that and remind her later when she forgets to take a break in May. Oi! I don't need to be called out like this. I don't need to be called out like this. How dare. How dare. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. I see you, Star. Yeah, well, I see you. Yeah. And then if anyone's coming to visit me in MomoCon in May, you can be like, Star, why did you take a hiatus on this horribly cliffhangery part? And I'll just be like, hey, welcome to my table. It's MomoCon. And then Castoff kick print starter probably in October after the con? Perhaps. I don't want to plan that far ahead. I don't want to plan quite that far ahead. I mean, I could reasonably rerunning the Kickstarter while I'm fulfilling How to Webcomic. It just depends on how long it takes for me to get the print revisions all finished. Doing any Houston cons this year? Not currently. The only Houston con that I've done in the past was Delta H Con, and I don't think I'm gonna go back to that one because it was like super fucking slow last year. I'd go if I lived closer, but probably not this year, unless it suddenly kicks off. And there's not a lot there. I know people have been like lamenting that there's not a whole lot of good cons in Houston. Because like, I don't really want to do Holiday Monstery. How long will the hiatus last? Probably a month, possibly a little longer than that. It really just depends on how much work I can get done in that month. Like, it might be a month and a week. I don't want to say it's only going to be a month. Because it might be a smidge longer than that. It really just depends on how long it takes to get the book together. The number one thing is I will be keeping you guys abreast of all the info. I'll definitely be doing, like, lots of updates on, like, Patreon and Twitter and all that, and the Discord. I'll definitely be... By the way, I haven't shilled it yet. You can join my Discord. That's kind of my hub for everything. I will walk my cryptid ass down to Texas and help you relax. Oh yeah? Punk? Do it. I dare you. Do it. You really want me to relax, you gotta be nice to my D&D characters, but I know you're not gonna do that. Haha. Oh no, is Discord not working? Stream Element says no, no Discord. Well, for YouTube folks, there's a link to the Discord in the stream description. You missed it, but I said if you actually take a hiatus, I'll make you custom magical items for your characters. You mean like the ones that you've already done for me? That, like, the Black Heart was my custom magic item, and look how that ended up. You homebrewed a race for my newest girl. That can't be an encouragement thing. You already do that. You spoil me, sir. The Black Heart was consequences of dying? Hmm. Did y'all guys break stream elements? Did you break stream elements? So she's not a tiefling? I plead the fifth. I think it's funny that I call myself a tiefling fan. In D&D, I play almost exclusively tieflings, but here's the thing. None of my tieflings are actually tieflings. None of my tieflings are actually tieflings. So, I have Zephyr/Storm, who is a changeling disguised as a tiefling. I have Felix, who is the same. Vez is Jay, she is literally not a tiefling anymore. It's a Ship of Theseus situation. She is a tiefling in looks and name only. And then I have Cyrus, who I haven't entirely figured out what his shit is. He probably was a tiefling, but he's not really anymore. Now he's a treefling? Exactly. And I have Emery, who is technically a tiefling right now, but she wasn't originally. So, yeah, it's like, I don't think I've ever made a character who's just a tiefling, and I feel like such a fake tiefling fan for that. Like, I don't think I've ever played just like a straight tiefling. Like a straight up tiefling who doesn't have an asterisk by their race. Like, tiefling is like, they're disguised as a tiefling, but they're actually a changeling. Or they're a tiefling now, but they weren't born a tiefling and shit happened. Had to make you a custom tiefling subrace and you're not a fan. Listen, she wasn't. We used a Dragonborn as a base for her, dude. I don't think that counts as a tiefling anymore. Did you guys break stream elements? I think you guys straight up broke stream elements. You broke it. You broke the commands. Now look what you did. It still works on Twitch. Used a variant tiefling. I just took elements from the Dragonborn. Yeah, stream elements, it's working on Twitch, but it has now just stopped working on YouTube, apparently. Is your punishment for getting rid of the points rewards on Twitch? I sincerely doubt that the two are connected. Doubt. This Ariana right now, this is the face that I'm making. She's grumpy. Just the mouth added so much to that. The mouth added so much to that. Oh my goodness. Goodness. Is that Amelia? No! It's her ancestor, Ariana. Who she's totally not based on in any way. I just have a character type that I like. And here's a little bitty Frankie over here. He's just happy to be here. He's like, yay, I'm Frankie! I get to be on this page! Just a little guy alert. Little guy alert, you guys! Yay! I always feel like a little bit guilty when Frankie doesn't have a lot of lines in a scene. I'm like, oh man, Frankie Nation's not gonna care much for these pages because their lad's not saying much. He's distracted. He is a good boy. He just doesn't have a whole lot of lines in this scene, and so in this scene, he's just kind of like wandering around in the background being a little guy. Because the focus is on other people during this part. There he is, little guy energy. Yay! I'm gonna leave that there. This is like a reminder for myself later. Just gonna leave that there for right now. I gotta go back and ink the first panel though. Here's two more little guys. The kids yelling about something. The teens engaging in activities. Itty bitty criminals, yeah. The littlest. That feeling when there is a nationwide manhunt for you, but you're just a little guy. Yeah. True, though. True, though. He is just a little guy. The littlest guy. Oh, hey, Stream Elements, you're alive. Stream Elements. Stream Elements is alive on YouTube. Oh, my God. I thought you were dead, buddy. Should be on a promo post for the comic. It totally should be. You're right. I might use that. Everybody help me come up with dumb taglines for Castoff. I'm experimenting with like Tumblr Blaze right now, which is like Tumblr's ad buying program. And they'll like hype up your posts a lot if you like choose to blaze them, because a couple folks in Spider Forest, like in our shop talk chat, they were trying it, and they apparently saw some good results from it, so I was like, I will try this. And so I made a post that it's still pending last I checked, but I'm gonna try and blaze like my D&D pins post that I made. Look at Rory, she screamed. But yeah, I feel like if it goes well, I might actually, you know, like, try and do, like a Castoff blazed post on Tumblr. Tumblr! Castoff, the comic we all watch, get drawn, but don't really read, but still support. What do you mean you don't read my web comic? I'm pretty sure that most of the people watching here probably read it. If you sit here and you watch my streams and you find enjoyment from them, you are legally required to read my comic at some point. Hello? You thought my streams were free? Nah. It costs exactly one read my webcomic. You're gonna come to my streams. You're gonna put these good little kids in your eyeballs. Adverts for the Gachapon Mighty Knight were how I found Castoff, so sticker adverts are probably a good idea. Yeah, I'm gonna play around with it for the next couple of weeks. See what happens. Totes got invested after chapter 2 and read through all current 10 chapters in a matter of a few hours. Good. Thank you for reading my webbed comic. Legit though, I mentioned earlier, but I've been getting a lot of new traffic since I started doing YouTube stuff, and it just makes me really happy that people like my webcomic. Read your comic months after I found you on Instagram and watched a few of your streams. Well, you eventually read it, so I appreciate that. Rory, what you yelling about? What isn't she Rory be roaring about something. The roaring 20s. But I'm yeah, she's yelling, read Castoff! There. That's what she yelling. That's what she yelling. Castoff-comic.com, baby. Let's go.
4, 3, 2, 1.
This part of her foot's not gonna show, so I don't give a shit. Stream thumbnail right there. It's a little small to be a stream thumbnail. Oh, this is so cute! Read Castoff! What? Why are you yelling? The juxtaposition of the kiddos. That's a screamy Rory. Alrighty, this page is inked. Minus the backgrounds, but you guys know how we do. We don't do the backgrounds on stream because it's spoilies. It's spoilies. Where'd they get the new outfits? Did Rory steal them? That is canonically the case, yes. It was off screen, but Rory absolutely just like stole everybody's new outfits off of some poor schmuck's like clothesline. Made sure to grab a cool cloak for herself. Here's Rory being a little, or Frankie being a little guy again. Did she steal and pay or steal and not pay? You guys decide. Who can say, really? It was off screen, so I don't know. She stole and claims she paid? Are you calling Rory a liar? I mean, listen, she totally would, but oh, I'm excited for some of the Rory stuff we're gonna get in the next few chapters. Some of it I haven't even written, but it's just like, I know it's gonna happen because I thought of it and I liked it, and I'm like, yep, that's going in the comic eventually. That's going in this scene, in this chapter. That's gonna be chapter 14? There's a cute scene that I'm thinking of. It's gonna be a sad scene, but it's gonna be cute. This happens in chapter 14 with Rory and another character. And I'm like, tee hee hee. Rory backstory content? Eventually! We're gonna get it eventually. I promise. Here. I am going to take a real quick bathroom break, and I will be right back. BRB. Oh yeah, I should change their classes so that I'm actually using those cool new asterisks I got. Okay, you guys, important. We've just gotten 2 new jobs, which means it's time for Walk, Fashion, Baby. Because look at Seth's white mage. Look at him! Look at him! He's a soft boy with his little newsboy hat and his coat and his pom-pom shoes. Look at him. He's got a little hoodie. He's got a little hood on his little jacket. Look at him. No, I fucking wanted to light beam through the rings. Why does it only work for like 15% of the time? Fuck you. Yes. Fuck you, Sonic. Fuck you. Fuck you. I win. Me, the ultimate life form. Fuck you, I'm Shadow. Fuck you. I did it. I did it! Me too! Insert the piss emerald into the machine and end it all, Eggman! Ah! Just fucking stupid stick figure with this face. Someone on Discord, make this your icon. Anyway, back to it. Let's get back to it, gang. The eyes on the thumbnail too. No, I'm telling you, it's fucking wild. Stupid shit. Thumbnails are the best location for just I would never do that, okay? No one tell TikTok what I'm doing, okay? I'm back. I'm back. I had to go and to the bathroom, and then I also had to go close all the blinds in my house because it got dark. Ugh, ow, rolling my shoulder. Oh, yeah, so here's the thing. Folks are talking about, like, the clip show that was playing. And I keep seeing people mention it, and I wanted to bring this up. I don't put clips into the clip show that, like, plays during my starting soon and BRB screen. The bot that I use to do it, I forget exactly what it's called. But it just takes, like, my most popular clips and plays them at random on Twitch. So, like, if you've ever clipped something on my stream and you've seen that clip pop up, I did not, like, specifically choose that. Some folks seem to think that I do, but I'm like, it's not. It's just, like, popular clips from my channel. So, just a little bit of info on how that works. I do, like, super appreciate folks who take clips, though. But yeah, so, like, if you ever notice that maybe the clips, like, start and stop at weird moments, it's just because it's taking random clips from my channel and playing them. Dom Star Energy is now in the oh god. Oh god. Cursed. Inkmind1, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream squad. I didn't hear the alert go. Oh, there it is. I was like, I saw the message pop up, but I didn't hear the alert go off. There's the alert. There it is. Just a little bit tardy, but it showed up eventually. We got there eventually, everybody. guess just in terms of clips, like, I would love to have some more, you know, like, more highly edited clips on my channel. Both on my YouTube and also on, like, you know, TikTok and other places. Instagram. I posted some on Instagram and they did reasonably well. And I want to do more of those, like, highly edited clips like I did for, you know, the Jack Douglas thing and some of the collabs I did with Yulia. But they just take a lot of time to make. And it's to the point where, like, I would love to hire someone to do it for me, but I don't have a whole lot of money. Especially since I just spent, like, $3,500 getting my car's AC fixed. I'm gonna have to spend a lot of money this month, and it's gonna hurt. I'll be fine. I don't need you guys to worry about me. I'll be fine. I keep a lot of money in savings specifically for instances like this. I'm fine. But also it did a big ouchie. It did a big ouchie. Yulia overcomes the door. Yeah, that clip was a lot of fun to edit. I would love, like, more stuff on my channel like that. But it takes time to edit those. It's time that I don't especially have. Unfortunately. Because my thing was, right, I was making those clips as a way to try and entice people to watch my streams more. It was a way to advertise my streams. And it worked okay. I did get a few new people in there. But honestly, you know what's been way better for my streams? Just posting videos on YouTube, apparently. Because, like, freaking my Twitch chat, or my Twitch numbers are pretty similar to what they were before. But now I'm doing the same numbers on Twitch, but also I have 40 people watching me on YouTube. And I barely advertise my streams at all on YouTube. I'm just streaming on the platform that has suddenly decided that it likes me. And I'm like, okay, so spending all those time making clips didn't really do too much for me. What actually did stuff for me was just getting clout on YouTube for posting videos. So there's not really, like, too much motivation for me to spend my already limited and precious time working on stream clips to entice people to watch my streams, when apparently all I have to do is just make YouTube videos and people will see my streams pop up in their recommendeds and they'll come watch it. But I still like the clips, though. I still like making them and I still like having them because they're fun, but it's like, I really have to juggle the amount of commitments that I'm taking on and how I'm spending my very limited time each week. YouTube definitely cross-promotes streams way better than Twitch does. Yeah. It's like, I think about it, and I mean, I was gonna eventually try and aim for YouTube partner, but now, or for Twitch partner, but like, is it even gonna mean anything if my viewership is like twice as much, sometimes 3 or 4 times as much on YouTube as it is on Twitch? Like, is it even worth trying to apply for partner at that point when I'm seriously considering just like dropping Twitch altogether? And just switching to YouTube entirely? I don't know. But the purple check mark is very enticing. I like things that validate that I work hard and I accomplished things. And YouTube, I just kind of bungled into the YouTube partner program. I fell over ass backwards into the YouTube partner program on complete accident. That's just how my entire YouTube career has been. It's like, I tripped and then YouTube was like, haha, everyone follow this girl. And I was like, god damn. Like, I've been on Twitch for almost 8 years now. You can see my following yourself, about 5 average views every time I stream before D&D stuff. It was pretty bad. Yeah, like, cause YouTube, I feel like Twitch just isn't good for marketing. Twitch doesn't do shit to promote the people using its surface, or its platform. Whereas YouTube, like, YouTube's been incredible so far. YouTube has been amazing for my growth in the last couple of months. It's just, it makes me just not want to give a shit about Twitch anymore, honestly. Used to stream for so long, so frequently, I don't have the energy to do it that often anymore. Yeah, and I mean, like, honestly, based on what I've seen, you shouldn't stream every day. You need to be spending, like, just as much time streaming as you are doing stuff behind the scenes to, you know, advertise your streams, because Twitch isn't gonna fucking do it for you. Especially when they insist on playing ads right in the middle of our show. Exactly! Like, Jay, can I be honest? I think we would, like, once we monetize on YouTube, I feel like we could totally just, like, ditch Twitch and leave it dead in the water. By the way, everybody, you should subscribe to Jay on YouTube! Jay is the DM for our D&D show. And, we're trying to get him to it that well. I'm trying to get him. That's why I bully him every time I'm live. We're trying to get Jay's channel to 1,000 subscribers so that we can join the YouTube Partner Program and monetize our show so that we can pay for things like managing the show and like we could pay someone to edit clips and all this other stuff. It's just, it would be super duper helpful if you would do that. And you know, you can also watch our D&D show. It's pretty fun, it's pretty cool, it's pretty chill. With Twitch, I never understood streams disappearing. I feel like that's such a good advantage of YouTube. How are you going to disappear content creators' entire library? Exactly. I mean, the thing that I've heard on Twitch is on Twitch, you only grow if you're actively streaming. Because if someone goes to your Twitch and you're not live, like, they're not going to stick around. But at the same time, you can't just be live all the time because you need to also, you know, be working on content to get you noticed on other socials. It's just a vicious cycle, and Twitch isn't doing fucking anything to help people who use the platform. Actively streaming and already famous. You need that bump or you don't get promoted in the algorithm. Exactly. Like, I'm being 100% genuine here. Fuck Twitch, man. We're gonna raise Jay's popularity and sub counts. We need to stab him and give him scurvy. Hey, Jay! Hey, Jay! I think we're coming up with a plan here. I got stories. Listen! Listen! Just fucking do what I do. Do fun little videos about getting stabbed and shit. Say it louder, F Twitch. Seriously, yeah. I haven't watched your dental one because, well, Star knows why. No, yeah, you told me. I'm not expecting you to watch it. Like, I even say at the front of the video, it's like, listen, this one's gonna get a little bit gnarly. If you're not comfortable listening to me talk about this, go watch this other video instead. I provide a link to a different video. Can we talk about how talented my ding-dang players are last session? Oh, Jay, I have plans. I have plans for future shit. I don't know if it's like, you know, you try and like think of things. It's like, ooh, I want to talk to this character about this thing. And you know, it involves another person, so it never goes exactly how you think it's going to in your head. But sometimes you're in the shower and you just want to think about D&D and you want to rehearse conversations with yourself. So, you know, I can't be the only one who, I know for a fact I'm not the only one who does that. If you say you don't do that, you're a liar. Yeah, no, our most recent D&D stream was like probably the best one we've done so far. Oh god. I've managed to get all the doodles out of my system for right now, which is good because I do have to focus on other things. And if I was still like rotating that D&D stream around in my head, still, I would never get anything done. But I cannot believe that the calendar is fucking us over so much that I have to wait like a month plus an extra week before we can play D&D again next. What the fuck? Practice villain speeches all the time. I rehearse D&D scenarios with my characters constantly. I don't do it out loud, but I live at home, so I don't want to be asked questions. Oh, I live fully by myself. My cats probably think I'm fucking insane. Because I'll literally just, like, just pace around my kitchen and have my theater kid moment. I talk to myself about my D&D characters all the time, as you should. But no, I'm very excited to see what the hell is going to happen next session, because I have no fucking idea. I have no fucking idea what's coming for our asses next session. I have a theory, but it's probably not right. It is probably incorrect, but I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about it. Certainly not I'm just the narrator. Yeah, Jay doesn't fucking know what's gonna happen next on our game of Dungeons and Dragons. We have a joke in the campaign that I DM that, whenever an NPC says something, like, very pointed to the characters, it's like, yeah, you know, if you want that, I think you need to go to this location. And then the players will be like, wow, I wonder if the DM wants us to go to that location. It's like, that was very on point, NPC. And just the recurring line of the NPCs just like, yeah, sometimes God speaks through me. I don't know what I've used that like 5 or 6 times at this point, where just like, whenever my players call me out on like saying something a little too pointedly as a DM, like through an NPC, they're just like, oh yeah, is that you saying that, or is that the DM saying that? And the characters I just do it in the character voice. Yeah, well, you know, here's the thing, is that sometimes just God speaks through me. I can't control it. It just happens sometimes. Anyway, you gonna buy something or not? God speaks through me is something I gotta use for NPCs in the future. No, it's fucking great. It's like a little bit breaking the fourth wall, but it's still in character. Of course he doesn't know what's gonna happen on D&D. He DMs basements and big lizards. Yeah, exactly. I kinda want to make... It would not sell, but there's part of me that wants to make stickers that say basements and big lizards in the Dungeons and Dragons font. I thought about that the other day and I'm like, oh man, this would appeal to me and like 3 other people. Please, I will buy, come on. But it's just like, I don't know. I'll buy out your stock. Jay, if you ask me nicely, I will just send you shit, my dude. The only reason I haven't so far is that shipping shit to Canada is expensive. Make a suit out of those stickers, fucking amazing. You've got those gambling addiction logo parody stickers. I do. It's true. But that was like a call-out post. My joke that I've been making at conventions recently is that whenever I have a beef, I make a sticker about it because here's the thing, it's true. I made my digital art is art stickers around the time when I was getting quote-unquote bullied for being a digital artist on TikTok. That's what inspired those stickers. My Genshin gambling addiction stickers are very much based on, I do not approve of gacha games that you can spend real money on that are targeted at children. And I'm just gonna fucking come out and say that. I don't think that you should be allowed to spend real world, I genuinely think that we should block off payments towards microtransactions until you turn 18 and you have your own goddamn money. Because nowadays, freaking like mobile games or advertising, it's like, spend your parents' money on gacha, which is literally just gambling. And I'm like, ugh. So I had a beef and I made a sticker about it, and now people think it's really funny, and they... But But yeah, in the wake of the post OGL drama, I feel like Basements and Big Lizards is just my thing that I'm just gonna just gonna play around with. Started watching Last of Us, Basements and Big Lizards, and I'm addicted. You mean What's Left of Us, our D&D show? That's totally not like one letter away from being What's Left of Us, or The Last of Us. And I made the parody about it. Basements and Big Lizards is so funny. I'm glad you guys think so. It was literally just me, just... Okay, you know what, actually? You know what, actually? Here's what I think we do. Here's what I think we do. I make Basements and Big Lizards merch, and all the proceeds go towards our D&D show. How about that? How about that shit? How about that fucking shit, huh? I'd be willing to do that. That'd be fun. All the proceeds go towards, like, I don't know, whatever we want to spend money on for the D&D show. I can print out little flyers that go with it that say, hey, if you like Basements and Big Lizards, you should watch our D&D show called What's Left of Us. I'm sure the other players would love you making merch. No, listen, I've been thinking about it. The only things that's been stopping me so far is I'm waiting for us to have a little bit more growth first. And also just time. But I super want to do, like, a sticker set of all the characters or, like, a print or something. Wrathgirther has to be front and center, obviously, but make stickers of all the PCs. I want to. I want to. Imagine a Spark sticker. Oh my god, you're right. You're right, though. You're fucking right. Spark sticker, Spark sticker. Listen, I will totally make sticker sets of all of the characters and just mail them to everybody. And also sell them on my store and have all the proceeds go towards, like, you know, paying an editor and, like, paying our mods and stuff. All the stuff that we spend money on. All that shit. Dog has some upgrades coming up. Yeah, no, I'm sure. Especially since he almost died in the last session. That could have gone so poorly. Is the upgrade that you're gonna murder him? I don't know in what universe dying would be considered an upgrade. To launch Tim's John Wick. No, I still fucking laugh at that during the table talk last session. It was just like, just Zoe in like her nice, pleasant voice was just like, Jay, have you ever seen the movie John Wick? And everyone just fucking loses their minds. just Jay just like is bent over off screen for like a good 30 seconds and everyone's just losing their shit. Oh. Oh god, it was so fucking good. Just everything about that last session was just so fucking good. I bought an extra dead ball. Oh, joke's on you. That's not going to save you. That's not gonna save you. My favorite characters are Tim Tam and Eurostar. I'm so glad, thank you. But yes, Tim is also great. All of our characters are great. Fuck. Bite, bite, bite. I kind of hesitate to say this next bit. I kind of want to talk about some of the stuff that I want to do in upcoming episodes. Because there's one thing in particular that I've been wanting to do. You can make the full Blorbos fight, or you can make the Blorbos kiss. How about both? About both, Jay? There is no in-between. It's not an in-between. It's because they're overlapping parts on a Venn diagram. ¿Por qué no los dos, motherfucker? Who wants to kiss? I don't know. Jay's putting words in my mouth. You can talk about what you want to do. That's not bad. Yeah, I guess. I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it, you know? I don't want to spoil it. But Not even spoilers, it's just you talking about your game. I guess that's true. I think it's like, I'm not sure if we're gonna get to it next session. We probably might not. As ever, good pronunciation. You're bloviating my ego too much. I'm gonna get all confident. I'm gonna start speaking shit-ass Spanish again. Quiero nadar en la biblioteca. Hey! I don't know what that voice was. I bought some of your merch for your car troubles. Oh, thank you! I appreciate that. Thank you. But yes, as far as like stuff I want to do eventually, kind of next time that the cast has, you know, like a quiet moment, probably like our next long rest, that when we're not like actively being hunted by a fucking volcano, is Emery definitely wants to have a conversation with Maldris, actually. Because like, okay, like several things, you know, like Maldris, like, we as a party don't know very much about Maldris yet. But what Emery knows is that when she brought up the stuff about her uncle and having to plan a jailbreak, Maldris was like the first person who jumped in to volunteer. And so I feel like Emery, like now that all this is like happening, Emery probably like next opportunity is gonna just like kind of just like grab Maldris by the arm and like pull him over and be like, hey, so what? I don't mean to sound ungrateful because I am grateful, but what's your deal? That's definitely a conversation that she's gonna want to have in the future. Don't tell Jinx. I want to be a surprise. Yeah, we need more Maldris content, honestly. So I feel like they're a very secretive character by nature, but I'm like, that just makes me want to poke you more. It just makes me want to bother you more. And then Randy freaks the fuck out. No fucking Randy! Emery has no idea he's even there, but he's fucking terrified of me, apparently. And you know me, I love that shit. You shook his friend? Yeah, because we needed information. It was not an unfair shaking. His friend was scared of me before I even started shaking him, so like, come on. Come on. Why are ghosts so scared of Emery? That's a very good question, Jay. Why are ghosts scared of Emery? Was Amelia a Ghostbuster or something? Like, if she was, I'm unaware of it. We're all talking about D&D. We're talking about the D&D live stream campaign that I am in with a bunch of cool folks that you should totally watch. There's a link in the chat. That is a good question. I'd love to get to the bottom of that. Yeah, he's not gonna fucking tell us. He's not gonna fucking tell us. It's more intrigue. My thing with D&D is, you guys know me, I never make a D&D character that does not have some kind of, like, terrible secret. Because I'm just such a fucking sucker for the intrigue, you know? I eat it, I consume it 3 meals a day. Get me to 1,000 subs and I'll gladly tell you. You heard the man, everybody. Subscribe to the J-Corn on I almost said subscribe to Jay on Dungeons and Dragons. Subscribe to Jay on YouTube. Once we get to 1,000 subs, we can officially join the YouTube Partner Program and we can monetize our episode to help pay for stuff. Please, please, please subscribe to Jay. I'm gonna go see how many subs he has now. 315, that's not bad. That's not bad, but I think we can do better. Can't say that the end of that mystery is only one of the big Emery reveals. See, here's the thing, chat. Here's the thing. The stuff that I wrote for Emery, the content that I wrote is pretty much already out there. It came out like immediately because Jay decided that I get to have my backstory gets to be first up to bat. I don't want it to sound like it's complaining. It's just like, I'm okay with it because like there's still unknowns with Emery. And it's unknown to me too because I don't fucking know what Jay's going on in there. The Cold Sacrifice and Death and Body Swap wasn't the big reveal because I thought that was. Nah, Emery's got other shit that I don't even know because I told Jay, and I quote, just fuck me up. But what I will say is that my theory for what's gonna happen over the next couple episodes does tie into the Emery-themed bonus episode that Jay made a while back that I still need to, like, post on my Patreon somewhere. I keep forgetting. I don't know if the two things are actually related, but my theory is that they are. That is my theory. My theory is that the two things are interlinked. But I'm probably wrong. I'm not, like, super into that theory. I just had the thought, and I was like, I wonder if this thing has something to do with the bonus. I wonder if, like, the volcano has something to do with what we learned in the bonus episode. I don't think it actually does, but it could. And I'm not, I can't say for certain, because I am not the DM, so I don't know shit. The D&D Classic just fucked me up. Exactly. Also, I don't know why Twitch messages aren't showing up on Twitch. I guess I just need to refresh the page. Did she die, though? The fact that she said that she kind of died-ish. Did she die, though? Yeah, like, listen, Emery is totally an unreliable narrator. She doesn't know what the fuck happened. She doesn't know what happened to her. I know what I wrote and sent to our DM, but I did give him creative liberties on it and said, and I quote, just fuck me up. Already given you all a good hint as to what happened. Yeah, we've given you several hints. Emery is just actively avoiding them because she doesn't know what it means. Again, my girlie is an unreliable narrator because she is in denial. Where does Emery see herself floating in her visions? Yeah, good question. Good question. Listen, like, I know, but my girl Emery, I'm playing her as an unreliable narrator because I feel like she would be. She's still processing everything that happened to her, and it's very fucked up. I'm awaiting Emery finding out that Vernon is involved with the same cult. Oh, listen, no, I have warned the other members of our stream that if Emery finds out about Vernon being in the cult that fucking quote-unquote killed her, too early, she will just straight up murk his ass. Like, he is in a very delicate position right now, where if Emery finds out that he is involved with that cult, she will just fucking behead him. And not feel bad about it. Which is why I love that, like, Vernon's actually kind of sort of starting to, like, build a relationship between himself and Emery now. And I'm wondering, like, is this him trying to build a rapport so that she doesn't fucking kill him immediately when she finds out? Because she's gonna find out eventually. She's gonna find out. That poor Noodle Man is gonna get shaken by more than just Rathgirther. Oh no, she's not gonna stop at just shaking him. She's gonna fucking murk him. I've already rehearsed that conversation. 'Cause it's gonna happen eventually. She's gonna find out. It's just a matter of, does she like Vernon enough not to just kill him outright? As soon as she finds out. I don't know why that just activated the Siri on my iPad, but it did. But yeah, anyway, if you've been sitting here listening to me talk about my D&D character for a long time, you should totally watch our D&D show, What's Left of Us, and you can watch all of it. All of it! We stream once a month. It's very easy to catch up. Just do what I do. Put the episodes on at 1.5 speed, and you can blast through it in probably about a day. Our episodes are about 2 hours each, and we only upload once a month. So you can totally catch up real easy. I'm sorry if my shilling is annoying, but I genuinely love our D&D show, And if folks also like D&D, I'm addicted to the DIY blurbos, man. I have my webcomic first, and now I've got, like, a cool D&D campaign with other people, and it's so much fun, and I love it. And I want other people to love it just as much as we do. It's like, we're never gonna be the most popular actual play in the world, but we're pretty fucking fun! We make jokes about the butt crown, and what's your gnomish pooping song? If you were a gnome, what would your pooping song be? I rewatched that table talk a couple nights ago because I couldn't sleep, and so I just, like, had it sitting next to me. And when we came back from break, just, like, all cry laughing about the gnomish pooping songs, and none of us could say, like, coherently why we were laughing so hard, just, oh my god. You can safely talk about your character if you want. I know we're all excited. Yeah, that's true. I just don't want to spoil it. I think Ron is the only other person who actually, like, comes to my streams. And I don't think he's here. I don't think he's here. I was hesitant to talk about it on the Discord because I know he's in my Discord. I don't know how much he reads, but I didn't want him to see. Ron, if you're here, you have to leave. You legally are required to leave, sir. The secret one, I know about his too. He's at work right now. Okay, perfect. Then I can blab and he's not gonna see it. Excellent. Because I think Ron's the only other person who is involved who watches our streams. But yeah, so for those who are unawares, so we have our stream game that Jay is DMing. That's what's left of us. But a couple days ago, he he DM'd me on Instagram. On Instagram? My brain is broken! My brain's fucking fried. Fried fucking shrimp, can't speak English. Blah. DM'd me on Discord and asked, hey, do you want to be in another non-stream D&D campaign with some of the folks from the What's Left of Us campaign, because we just want to do another one. And I was like, fuck yeah? So, I would never DM you on Instagram. Well, good, because my DMs on Instagram are closed anyway. Because I kept getting people messaging me about, like, shop questions. And I'm like, if you have a question about an order or my store, I have a contact form on my store, and that's where you message me. Damn it. Stop using social media to get information about my store stuff. Her exact words were eyes emoji. Yeah, I didn't even use the eyes emoji. I just typed out the words eyes emoji, because sometimes that's funnier, okay? But anyway. So we all started working on our characters, and we're not going to play for a little bit. We need like another week or so before we can even think about starting. But I've been working on my new character, and she is baby girl. She's baby. I have posted pictures of her on Twitter twice now. The picture I posted last night is her kind of updated design. That I think I'm probably gonna stick pretty close to. I'm pretty satisfied with how it is looking so far. You speak to a generation that looks at email and forms like VCR. I know what a VCR is. That's what you put in the art channel in Discord. Yeah, that's my new baby girl. That's my new baby girl. My newest DIY blorbo. Also, the reason I changed my nickname on Discord is because of a thing that Jay said. I thought it was very funny, and so I changed it. Patron saint of blorbos. Like, yes, that's me. I'm just gonna make all these blorbos. But yeah, so... Oh! Before we get too deep into it, I think I have finally decided on a name for her. I think I've settled on one. I was driving around running errands today, and it, like, just popped into my head fully formed and was like, oh, that's fucking perfect, actually. Because, like, I'd been struggling with her first name for so long, I had an idea of what I wanted to sound like. I knew I wanted to start with a V, but, like, nothing I had come up with really worked. And I had no fucking idea what I wanted her last name to be. But I think I figured it out, actually, when I was driving home from Walmart earlier today. Which is quite a sentence. But I think I'm gonna stick with the name Verity. Because she's baby, and I looked it up, and it kind of is a virtue name, and considering she's a tiefling, I thought it worked really well. Okay, Blorbites, gather round as we listen to our patron saint speak the words of wisdom. Light the candles. But yeah, so Verity is the first name, and then I'm thinking Noblesse for her last name. I'll spell it. Where the fuck is my... Here we go. So. That's the baby name. That is the baby name. Here, I can pop open the picture so I can show you guys who might not be familiar. Look at my baby! Look at she! Like the very popular webtoon. I stole the name from an item in Genshin Impact, and no one is allowed to make fun of me for that. Especially not after I just talked about how I don't like Genshin Impact. But there's an artifact set named like Noblesse Oblige or something. And I was like, I've always loved how that sounded. So Verity. Verity Noblesse. She's baby. I love her name. I'm messing with you. I'm gonna mess with you. It's basically a real life term, yeah. What's it a term for? Because, like, I googled it and all it gave me was the webtoon and the Genshin artifact set. Noble Obligation. Ooh, that's interesting, because she's, like, super not a noble, but... she's very pretty. She's a paladin. Pretty ancient concept. Let me see. Oh, Noblesse Oblige. Okay, yeah. So that's what the artifact name is in Genshin. And so that's where it came from. Nobility extends beyond mere entitlement, requiring people who hold the status to fulfill social responsibilities. Well, that works perfectly for her, actually. She's not a noble, but, like, she is very much, like, the protection type of paladin. Where it's like, she will jump in front and take a hit for you. Because she loves her friends so much. And, fun fact, if we're talking about her story, it did get her killed. Like, that is her backstory. I'm gonna talk about her backstory now. So her whole thing is that, Verity baby, sweet baby, angel baby, this baby right here. She grew up in a very small town, just kind of rural, stop-through town that doesn't have a lot of tourists or anything, just like small town baby. And, she had, like, a group of friends that she grew up with. And they were just like the rapscallions of the town. They were always running around like pretending to go on adventures and that kind of thing. You know, like little kids with wooden swords. That was very much their bit when they were kids. And so they like kind of all got together and decided, hey, when we come of age, let's all become an adventuring party and we can go on adventures together. And she loved the idea. Her dad was like the town swordsmith, so she learned like sword work from him. And she probably, like, supplied all of their equipment for, like, fighting and stuff from, like, her dad's shop. And so they went out and they went adventuring, and you know this doesn't end well. I haven't worked out the exact specifics. I'm gonna have to bounce it off with Jay. But basically what happens is that the party, low-level, little baby party of youngling adventurers gets in over their head, get into a fight that they can't handle, and she jumps in front of one of her friends to protect them from a hit, and she just fucking dies immediately. But, so her friends, seeing this happen, they try to resurrect her. But again, they are a little tiny party, probably only like level 3 or 4 at this point. They don't know how to do a proper resurrection. Shenanigans occur that we have not worked out. I mean, I haven't worked out the exact details. Jay might. Jay probably knows. But anyway, shenanigans. She does get resurrected, but it's delayed by like 200 years. And so by the time she wakes up from her resurrection, pretty much all of her party is dead. They've all like lived their full lives, and so like she goes back to her hometown, and instead of finding her friends, she finds their graves. And it fucks her up real fucking bad. And so that's her backstory. That's her backstory. And so she's got like a whole personal quest, you know, And I'm thinking right now is that like one of the reasons she wants to go with the new current party is like maybe one of the members of the original party is still alive somewhere, or at the very least they don't have a grave in town and they're one of the longer lived races. And so she justifies it by like, well, they don't have a gravestone here, but they could very well still be alive. She doesn't know anything about what happened. She just knows that, like, she took a hit, she woke up, and everything was fucking different, and all her friends were dead. And so, obviously, you know, she wants to find out what happened to her. She wants to get closure. But she also just, like, really wants to find out what the fuck happened. So that's her deal. That's her deal. Sweet, sad baby. Yup. Yup. Now, my defense purely, I barely suggested any of that. No, yeah, most of this came from me. Jay is responsible for the shenanigans and also encouraging me. Because the original story that I sent Jay that I came up with was that and I forgot to mention, because of the aforementioned shenanigans, she's now, like, functionally immortal. She can die if she gets hurt too badly in combat, but she's never gonna die of old age or anything like that. And so the original backstory I sent Jay before we fucked around and played with it a lot was, that she gets revived immediately. But, and then she, like, lives the next several hundred years. She, like, outlives her whole original party, but she does get to, you know, spend the rest of their lives with them. And so then once all of her friends pass away, she doesn't know what to do with herself. But she kind of, like, eventually decides, it's like, as long as I have, like, this ability to protect people, I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna use it. But that also didn't make a whole lot of sense for a level 1 character. The first story was sad, but then it was like, hey, Star, what if style multiplier? And she was like, hell yeah, combo time. No, that's literally exactly what happened. I believe the words you used were, I love this story, but I would like to add a wrinkle. And I was like, eyes emoji, and then you gave me shit, and I was like, oh, let's fucking do it! Let's make the baby suffer even more! My goodness. It was a whole thing. We've been bouncing back and forth in just the Discord DMs for days, like, hashing this shit out, and I'm loving it so much. It's like, yes, 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 we must make the baby sadder. We must make the baby sadder. Sad, sad baby. Does this mean Verity is technically a G-MILF? No! No! And then Star started listening to the thing that inspired it, fully without prompting. It was spooky. Well, listen. We're on the same radio station, my dude, for the brainwaves. Tee-hee. Yeah, and then Jay homebrewed an entire race for her because we were talking about it. I'm like, hey, Jay, what if this thing? And he was like, here's an idea. I'm going to homebrew an entire race for it. And I'm like, cool, thanks! So, in all actuality, she's based more on, from what I understand, and Jay can correct me in the chat here, her character stats were based more on, like, a crystal dragonborn than actually on a tiefling. She has a couple of tiefling traits, but a lot of the stuff came from, like, the stat block for crystal dragonborns, because it kind of fit the vibe, because she's got, like, the crystal horns, and these have to do with the shenanigans, the aforementioned shenanigans. But yeah, I'm now very excited for this character. I've been listening to, because I'm one of those motherfuckers who will immediately make a playlist for a character. Like, her playlist had 15 songs in it before she even had a name. And all of the songs in it are sad. Yeah, My Friends, that song by Oh Wander is in there that everyone associates with Mollymock from Critical Role because of his whole thing. I put that song in her playlist, and apparently when I sent it to Jay and he saw that in there, he said, and I quote, "My Friends is in there specifically to inspire me to violence." And I'm like, yay! I wrote the campaign intro while listening to my friends. Amazing. Bless. That playlist was an elbow drop from the top rope. Yep! Do you guys want to listen to it? It's probably gonna get the stream muted / demonetized, but I don't care. I want to listen to her playlist. I want to listen to it. I want to listen to it. Where is it? We're just gonna fucking do this. We're just doing this. We're doing this. I don't care. Listen, I lose monetization on one stream. It's fine. Might get muted on Twitch. You should be watching the VODs on YouTube anyway. We're defying the rules. Listen, as long as I talk over it a considerable amount, it should be fine. And if I super want to maintain monetization on this stream, I can just cut this part out. It's been an honor not being muted, fellas. Listen, sometimes I break the rules just a little bit. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, just look at this sweet soft boy. Look at this sweet soft boy. I always forget to draw his little freckles. This is the first vector smile we've had in a while. Can I breathe within your heart? Can I breathe within your love? Oh my friends. Is this the karaoke stream you guys have been dreaming of? His sad song. Yup, this is one of the first songs on Verity's playlist, because she is a sad baby. Here, just for fun, I can share the entire playlist with y'all if you want it. It's a public playlist. Here, share, copy link, here. Boop. And boop. Here, there's the playlist for y'all if you want to listen to it later. Click on the link specifically in my message, not the one that Stream Elements is shilling to you, because Stream Elements is trying to shill you the, like, actual streaming playlist that won't get me demonetized. Oh, my friends, I am heavy. Can I bleed within your heart? Can I bleed within your Karaoke's probably going to be a little limited because my throat's getting a little worn out from all the talking. My friends, I am ready. Can I beat within your heart? Can I bleed within your love? Oh my. Here, okay, so we know this song. We all know this song. You guys want to hear some more very painful tunes? The fucking music box murders me. I imagine this song being like, okay, if it was a movie or a TV show, this is the song that would be playing when she gets to town and finds the graves of all of her friends. I'm just saying. Just throwing it out there. Sorry, you can't do this to us. I can, and I'm doing it right now. Pain, agony, even good. Suffer. I don't know the lyrics super well. I just found the song the other day, but... You are the start of a new day. It's waking. A masterpiece. Smile in the making. The blue in an ocean of gray. You are right where you need to be, poised to inspire and to succeed. You'll look back and you'll realize one day. It kills me It kills me, man. I only know the chorus though. His character is very sad, but almost all the characters in What's Left of Us are about as sad, really. Emery for sure, anyhow. Yeah. We're all gonna get our sad moments, and I can't fucking wait. Kills you as much as it kills Verity and all of her friends? Yeah! Yeah! Dawn of a new day that's waking, a masterpiece still in the making, the blue in an ocean of gray. You are right where you need to be, poised to inspire and to succeed. You look back and you'll realize one day. Why do I imagine Verity crying at the graves? Because that's exactly what I imagine this song playing behind. A new day that's waking, a masterpiece still in the making, the blue in an ocean of gray. You are right where you need to be, poised to inspire and to succeed. Soon you'll finally find your own way. How do you sleep at night, giving poor Verity a horrific past? Like a fucking baby, my guy. This is what I'm made for. Songs for ambience add so much to a game. I really recommend spending time on your sound stuff if you run a game. Absolutely. Yeah, so there's that song. Who's ready for more emotional? Emotional damage. Did you guys break stream elements again? Oh no. Thinking of me, I dreamt of you. Might also be dreaming that I was by your side. So I got to say that I loved you. One more time. This song is by the pianist for Jukebox the Ghost, which is one of my favorite bands ever. And near to the ground. Is your heart tied down? Is your heart tied down? Oh, the smallest of words. Whoops. Greatest of sounds. Is your heart tied down? Is your heart tied down? There's nothing to hold when your arms are empty. Oh, the nights are so cold. No matter who you're near, not fit for your heart. Can't get that fire to start. Oh, I should say, with the night of the sun and an ear to the ground. Is your heart tied down? Is your heart tied down? Oh, the smallest of words, the greatest of sounds. Is your heart tied down? Is your heart tied down? Didn't expect the stream to turn into sweet, sad songs sung in dulcet tones, but I'm here for it. Well, I'm glad, because it is spontaneously turned into a karaoke stream. Is this what the content you guys have all been craving? Just listen to my D&D characters freaking playlist. It's all sad shit. I hope my voice sounds okay, because I'll full disclosure, my voice is kind of tired from all the stream talking right about now. I'm doing my very best though. Okay, emo playlist, what you got for us next? Oh, let's do this one. This one I can sing without looking at the lyrics. Let's go. Your voice is beautiful. Thank you! Maybe on the scars was a dream there waiting for a dreamer to dream her. Gotta go up an octave. Really just a spark in the open darkness of the ether. The world beneath her. Never could imagine how my lives would change the day you came, and how all my fears and worries would just wash away. I never saw it coming, then one day all of a sudden there was you. I don't have to live without you anymore. I think we've decided. Star just said thing. Yeah, I'm kind of leaving it up to you, Jay, if you want to just, like, come up with something. Because I don't know, I just have a vague idea. You're the idea guy. Or I guess I'm the idea guy. You're the world spinner. You come up with something. I don't know what. Little did I know what a simple thought could set in motion. Are we gonna see the campaign streamed like What's Left of Us? No, this one's just gonna be for us. It's just gonna be for funsies. We're not streaming it or recording it or anything. How will I ever come up with a monster that could murder a level 1 too? I know, right? What would even be capable of killing a little level 1 baby? Then one day, all of a sudden, there was you. There was you. I don't have to live without you anymore. How much of this stream do you guys think is gonna get muted? By Twitch. Then one day, all of a sudden, there was you. Hope someone posts write-ups of this campaign though, because I'm already very attached to Verity. If people really, really want it, I might. But that would involve me, you know, like, taking notes during the campaign, and I'm notably not good at that. Take notes? Nah, I just watch the session back. That's what I've been doing for What's Left of Us. If I don't remember something, I just go back and watch the episode again. I don't have to live without you anymore. I love A Great Big World. Oh, this one... this one doesn't have any lyrics. But this is from Bravely Second. It kills me inside. Sure, the other players would be fine with some story video write-ups if you wanted to make it star story time. I mean, I don't know about videos, but I could definitely, like, do something. I do want to, like, make videos in the future about our D&D shenanigans, but I don't feel like we have quite enough material for what's left of us yet. I'm thinking once we finish the volcano arc, I'll have, like, a solid base to work from. I watch the episodes entirely so I can hear you tell me I'm good and cry. Well, it's true, so, eh. Saw your recent vid, I loved it. I hope your teeth were okay for a while. Me too, bud. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Because, yeah, like, D&D is just such a big part of my life that I want to make, like, some storytime videos about it. I feel like we gotta get a little deeper into the story, you know? So we can really have some content to talk about. And whenever that video does come out, it will totally shill the shit out of our stream D&D campaign. D&D Storytime will be great on your YouTube. Exactly. I'm gonna do it eventually. I'm just waiting for the right time. Because, like, I did a TikTok live last night, and I was talking about Verity and that, and people were saying, he's like, oh man, I would love to hear you just, like, info dump about your D&D characters, and I'm like, well, I am planning on eventually doing a video about that. Do it with some illustrations for the characters so everyone falls in love with them. Yeah, no, that's what I'm thinking, is eventually when I do, like, either stickers or some kind of, like, print illustration for the campaign, that's what I'm gonna use as the backing, art for the art storytime video. Hard part is actual play is difficult to market. Not everyone can watch, but everyone loves story. Info dumps about it would do some numbers, so it's good we got some ideas. Exactly. I think that what would benefit us is, like, Jay, I talked to you about this before, but I totally think we should make, like, short little, like, videos, like, summing up each of the arcs as we complete them. Be like, last time on What's Left of Us, and just, like, every couple episodes, maybe, or just, like, every time we finish a big story beat, go in and make just, like, a highlight reel that's, like, 5 minutes long, maybe. And I know that's another thing we'd have to get somebody to do. It's like, I would do it if I had the time. But listen, maybe if I make those basements in big lizard stickers, then we can afford to hire a video editor who can make them some stuff. It's like narration that occasionally cut, like, just little recaps. Just be like, previously on What's Left of Us, the party was here, and then this happened, and, like, show a little clip of some, like, funny, stupid things that we did. Just, like, clip out the best shit and then narrate the in-betweens, you know? I think that would be totally doable, is, like, you know, whenever I advertise the show, I'm like, hey, if you don't have time to we just listened to this song, we can't do this again. Now I've lost my train of thought. Shit. Oh, yeah, so I advertised to people like, hey, we're streaming it today. If you obviously do not have time to catch up on everything, so here's the story summary. Like, I linked to the story so far section on our website so that people can at least come in with a passing knowledge of what has happened in previous episodes. So I think if we did, like, video versions of that, and hell, I mean, even if we could publish those, and we could even, like, play them during the starting soon screen. And I want to make those character trailers, too. Like the Dragon Ball recaps. That's the only comparison I have, and I don't even know anything about Dragon Ball. Something like that, yeah. And we make a new one every couple episodes. Or just, like, when we get to new plot points. What I will say is that when I eventually do the D&D... like any sort of D&D videos. I probably want to do like one specifically about What's Left of Us because, yeah. But when I do it, I definitely want to be like, you know, talk about the story, talk about all this stuff, but then also, I can't explain it, so here's just like 3 minutes of some of the dumbest shit we've said in these episodes, and it's just gonna be like a supercut of all the dumb bullshit that we've said. The best quips. Because my god, we say some very stupid things. Just like set it to like some stupid music. Let's go. No, cursed. But that kind of thing, yeah. I'd love a dumb bullshit fan cam. Exactly. That's totally what it's gonna be. It's the dumb bullshit fan cam. What's going on? We're talking about Dungeons and Dragons. And we're listening to my D&D characters playlist because I'm one of those type of nerds. Set it to the circus thing. Theme, maybe. I need some like appropriately stupid music to just put a backlog of like all the dumbest shit we've said on stream. It's like, here, if that didn't convince you to watch our D&D show, I don't know what will. Link in the description. I love Dungeons and Dragons. Well, you should totally, like, Stream Elements has us covered. You should totally watch our D&D actual play. There is a link right below there. You should subscribe to our DM, the J-Corn, who is conveniently also a mod on this channel. Cause he's our DM, and once we hit 1,000 followers on his channel, then we can start monetizing our episodes and earn a little bit of money to pay a recorder or like an editor and stuff. I cried when I say the scene where Vector finds out he has friends in the hug. I cry every time. Yeah, you are not the only one. A lot of people, that is like their big emotional catharsis moment, apparently. And I'm just like, ha 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 ha. Yes! Telling me that you cried over my webcomic is the biggest compliment you could give me, TBH. Because I set out on this quest to emotionally affect my readers, and knowing that I am succeeding is the best shit. The best compliment. Star made a bright young girl who is being forced to grow up too fast in the face of horrific circumstance, and I just... I am causing emotional harm to others and myself. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Also, look at this sweet, sweet boy. Where the fuck did this random line oh, that's in the sketch. Okay, we're fine. Good then. Also, everybody, Molly is here. She has jumped up onto my desk. I got too much noise. I made too much concerned noise, and she came to visit me. She came to visit me. She came to visit me. You're a really good artist. How/where can I share your content? Well, you're on my YouTube already. You can subscribe to me on YouTube, and I've got a bunch of videos on YouTube. Also, the pinned comment up at the top of the chat has a link to read the webcomic Castoff, aka the comic that I'm drawing right now. So, you know, either of those things. Yeah, and the links to all my socials and all my everything is in the description. We're just about done with this stream, because I've pretty much finished inking these pages, and it's a perfect timing to end it. Oh, I did forget to redraw Marina's face here, though. That is a thing that I forgot to do. Oops.
Fucked up as me, so how do we win? Yeah, I'm sick of losing soulmates. Won't be
Just sad song central over here. The stream's totally gonna get demonetized, but whatever. I don't care. It's a live stream. Not my main content. Where'd you find the inspo for Castoff? I got an entire video about that on my YouTube channel. You should go watch it. I can point you to the video and I'll be a lot more eloquent describing it in the video than I am just randomly on stream. I've been watching you for some time. Can't stop staring at your ocean eyes. Burning cities and napalm skies. 15 Molly, I love you. Where you are sitting is preventing me from putting my elbow on my desk, and it is getting a little uncomfortable, precious kitten. Want to see me hurt Star for once? Uh-oh. What's he gonna say? What's he gonna say? He's winding up. He's winding up. He's winding up with some crazy shit. What's he gonna say? Oh shit! He's pausing for dramatic effect. It's taking him so long to type it. What's he even gonna freaking say? Is the joke that he's not gonna say anything? Do you think some part of Verity was awake for those 2 centuries as she fell back to the world just looking into forever? Maybe. Maybe. And she's just fucking like crazy in denial. And she's like, no, that was obviously just some kind of dream. That definitely wouldn't actually happen. Like, this is a really weird dream that's going on for a really long time. Wonder what the deal was there. Where was Verity during that time? Good question. We haven't even touched on that part. That falls under the shenanigans paradigm. That is all, like, Jay's doing. Like, was she buried? Ask Jay, honestly. Because that has to do with his nonsense. Considering I'm probably not going to use the excerpt, did you want to read it for the stream? The one you sent me? Like the couple of paragraphs? The opener of the stream? Are you not going to use that anymore? I can read that, though. Oh, we gotta scroll way up. We're gonna scroll way the fuck up. It's a while ago. Yeah, I found it. There it is. Alrighty. Here, I'm gonna switch us back to our, like, stream jams. No. This is how we're gonna end the stream. Because I can find some sad instrumental music. Here. Yes. Alright, so this is something that Jay wrote that was originally going to be the opener to the game, and I guess it's not going to be anymore, and it kind of talks about Verity's whole shit. We had conversations. Yeah, no, it was like pages and pages and pages of Discord DMs, but... Okay, gonna do a dramatic reading. It began with a gleam. A single tiny twinkle of light in the night sky that didn't match up with any star or comet. Scholars were intrigued, but little else was done for almost half a century. Another gleam, the sound of creaking and cracking glass from far above as the scholars realized to their horror that this star or comet or whatever it might be was headed straight for your world. Mages were consulted, portents read, magisters pontificated, and doomsayers screamed. As the century came to a finish and the light grew ever closer, earthquakes, hurricanes, portals to horror-filled realms, and random storms of mutation plagued the planet. And as the light closed in, falling out of the sky, screaming in with the sound of reality itself cracking, it all just stopped. The mages and magisters had done it. They had stopped the light from slamming into Faerun. A massive loss of life and a scar that would never fully heal. The century's fall would be remembered forever, and studied by many. What was that light? Who sent it? Would there be more? That was 100 years ago. A glorious university now stands in the spot of the fall. Built from an older fortress, Century University is all gray dwarven masonry and swooping elven woodwork. For the last 80 years, this institution has trained mages and scholars, all while providing a safe environment to study the remnants of the fall itself. Until yesterday. Dark stone split, elven carpentry twisted and cracked as the massive force turned the Century University into a smoking crater. Once the dust settled and the screaming stopped, a council was called. For the second time, the greatest minds of Faerun are burying their peers while desperately trying to solve the riddle of the century's fall. So, that's my girl! That's my girl. She fell out of space. She's a little comet baby. You have to answer my riddles, Batman. The song fits way too much into this reading. No, I picked it specifically. Listen, the freaking Your Name soundtrack is in my Stream Jams in my, like, writing playlist. And it also involves a comet. And so I'm like, I was scrolling through and I'm like, I need something. Yup, that one immediately. That one immediately. You made Vector all over again, except I didn't do it this time. Jay made me make Vector again. Anyway, I'm done inking these pages, so I think I'm gonna call it a night and go get something to eat. And I leave you guys with all of that. With all of that. So, it is time for my end of stream shilling. So, if you haven't already, you guys have been sitting here watching me draw my webcomic Castoff, so you should totally go read it. If you haven't read Castoff yet, there is a link in the chat and also in the YouTube description if you're watching it there. You can subscribe to either you can follow me on Twitch or subscribe to my YouTube to be alerted about future streams. I do art streams every week. Monday is dedicated to inking my webcomic, and then I'm also going to start doing art streams on Wednesday because I got to work on illustrating my book. So that's going to be my Wednesday streams for a while. Also, if you haven't, you should totally join my Discord. That is the best way to keep up with all of my nonsense that I do. It's, even if you're just lurking, you can set up alerts so that you'll be notified whenever I say update a new comic page or upload a new YouTube video or whenever anything is happening. That is the Discord's gonna be the best place to find out about it because you can't trust social media. But if you want to trust social media, I do still have a Twitter, so you can follow me there. But yes. Thank you guys for coming. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I saw a comment that I wanted to read, but I wanted to finish my shilling first. Thank you so much because you and your comic have brought me so much joy. Even your videos on webcomics have inspired me to start up mine again. Thank you so much, Star. I hope you see this. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad. Thank you for coming to my stream and enjoying my videos. I'm glad you enjoy them. Go make a webcomic. Go make a webcomic, everybody. It's fun. Alrighty, I will see you nerds next time. Another art stream will be on Wednesday, but we're not going to be doing Castoff stuff. We're doing different stuff. But yes, I will see you guys next time. Fare thee well, friends. Have a good rest of your evening. Goodbye.